our mics are live.
Disgusting.
And we are live. Oh man, I just finally saw what the screen looked like. Before we start, and it's interesting. Ultra
I'm scared to
Podcast
look at
Z.
it.
I know you have to wait for it to pop up. Ultra Podcast Z
Yeah.
episode 75. Actually, for literally me just putting this together on a plain black background, I think I did a good job. So, anyways, Ultra Podcast Z episode 75 Halloween special. Today we're doing Halloween candy tier list. Just letting you guys know why it looks so wonky. As always, I am Manuel, leader of A to J Connections. Always here hosting. Sound is coming out of my thing. Hold on. Oops.
Ew.
As always, also joined by Konaru.
Hi guys, my name is Konaru, also known as Yandu. I run an idol festival. I do things against my will. AJ Connections. Yeah, and I exist. And I did my makeup today, but you can't see it because there's yellow light.
Yeah, and I'm having a lot of problems with the stream. I don't know if hopefully you guys can hear. Hopefully we're actually alive. We're gonna keep going anyway.
It says we're live, and I see us moving.
Okay.
Thing, no, like every so often.
No, my app has been loading the thing, but I heard the sound, so I know we're live somehow. Anyhow, we have two special guests tonight. Almost becoming a regular these days. It feels like is Callie once again. Dab. Yes.
Hello.
My name is Callie.
That's Callie. She's a person. Her name also is representative of the state two of us, half of this podcast, I should say, live in currently. So that's coincidence, though. But also joining us for the first
you don't know that.
And it's like it was on purpose that you were named after this state, or the state was named after you, because that's how that works. Oh my god, I don't know why. You know what? It's my phone being stupid. It's not even Twitch. Like, it literally froze. Okay, so also joining us tonight for the first time on Ultra Podcast Z is Janette. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Janette.
I'm Janette. Do a lot of things for A to J, and Manuel owes me some money.
I know, you've done like 80 billion interviews for us recently.
This is the last thing I do this year, and I'm just nothing for like 3 months. I'm good until con season picks back up.
But on that lovely note, everyone hates Manuel. We're doing some.
When did we start that podcast?
I know. So it's Halloween. We're gonna rate some candy. We have a good time about this. I planned ahead and brought a bucket with candy in it. The Sour Patch Kids.
I'm too poor for a bucket, but I've got my fists. So
yeah. So I will be eating candy throughout. But first, let's talk about what we're gonna do. For those of you who don't know how tier lists work, we have 30 candies. You know what? I forgot to pull up the list, but that's fine because I have them all like written in this thing. We have 30 the most popular candies. I actually went to a list and found most of them there. And I'll be real, because there's like candy corn and circus peanuts on here. Peanuts. I legit said penis.
Who is getting circus peanuts? Why is that on this list?
Thank you. Let's actually start with that one. Okay, well, first of all, that's what we're going to do. We're going to just jump right into it because I don't think there's anything else you really have to say. This is part of a special series of podcasts we have going. So we're going to have just a lot of fun with this. But, like I was saying about circus peanuts, is that not only... Okay, I'll be real. I don't know about you guys, but I watch a lot of Last Week Tonight. It's like the John Oliver thing on HBO. And
I still might like him.
So I love his show, and I truly forgot what the hell he was talking about. But the very first time I ever heard of circus peanuts, God, I keep wanting to say something else there. Circus peanuts was on the show where he was talking about comparing like sugar, like grams of sugar. I think it was an episode.
You've never been to a gas station in the middle of nowhere before?
I've never seen circus peanuts. Ever.
I see them all the time.
Like now that I see them there, I'm like, what are those?
The thing about circus peanuts, you have to actively be looking for them. Like, the only person I've ever known to really like circus peanuts as a candy was my dad.
Aren't they banana flavored?
I don't know what flavor they are.
I heard they're banana flavored, which is, I think, the worst thing I've ever heard.
I don't think they're banana flavored. They just taste like sugar.
I used to get these, like, in all my candy. Like, at least, like, every other house would have, like, the circus peanuts.
What kind of Halloween. Messed up homes are you trick-or-treating at?
No, that's what I'm trying to think.
Texas, yeah.
I feel this is very regional. Like, this is a very regional candy. And don't get me wrong, I'm not...
It's definitely more common in not California.
Yeah.
I told you! Yeah. It's banana!
Is it banana?
Oh my god, is it?
Circus peanuts are banana flavored.
That's
gross.
nasty.
What the fuck?
That's gross.
Isn't that gross? Isn't that the worst thing you've ever heard?
Hey, anyway, let's put this in the F and move on.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to that one.
I like squishing them though. Like, have you ever squished one?
No, I've
They
never.
are good in squish. So imagine a marshmallow, but like somehow dehydrated, but not in like a Lucky Charms way. They got the consistency of like a hard marshmallow.
I mean, it's like foam. It's like foam or styrofoam, but you eat it. Asbestos.
Nasty.
At least it's good to squish, but it's good to squish, but I still give it enough.
Yeah, so I've never ever gotten those. Now it's funny because like this actually got accidentally put in alphabetical order because that's the way the pictures were listed when I put them into this. So we're actually moving alphabetically, even though we jumped ahead a little in the middle there. But my personal least favorite candy, and it's so weird because like nobody would guess it from like what's on the list right here. My personal least favorite candy of all time is Crunch Bar. Is a Crunch Bar.
Really? I like a Crunch Bar.
I'm literally eating a Crunch Bar right now.
I know. They make that bigger, but yeah, I like the Crunch Bar.
But like, okay, explain your case.
You always want to be wrong.
Okay, now.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why. Okay, whenever you know how when you get like those bags of all like the fun size candies. Okay, I'll admit when it's Hershey, it's a crackle, which I know is different. Someone's gonna be out there and like the crackle bar is different than a Crunch Bar. I'm sorry, all the Crunch bars are the same as far as I'm concerned. But like the crackle,
there is a little different. The quality of chocolate is a little bit different.
That I'll agree with. But like, because this is Nestle and that's Hershey, but they're both like with rice, with like like Rice Krispies basically.
Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's always the leftover chocolate. I don't know if you guys, maybe if I like lived with you guys or like grew up with you guys as friends and siblings, like that wouldn't have been the case. But it was always the candy no one wanted, including myself. And I'll be real, I think part of my stigma against it was because it was always a leftover candy. Because every so often I'll eat them. Like I remember I used to work at Party City a long time ago, and we used to get a lot of candy that was expired, and we take it home and we eat it, or the candy that went out of season, like the Halloween, etc. And when I would eat them, like, this isn't so bad, and I'll eat them, of course, but I'm like, I hate them. I don't know, I just, like, it's a blind hatred. But I want to put it in.
Maybe it's because you were eating expired...
Yeah, eating leftover expired candy from work. It's not the Crunch Bar's fault, it's you. I would put a Crunch Bar at, like, a solid B. It's crunchy. I like the Crunch-a-Munch.
Like, I like to think of it as, like, a Rice Krispie bar overcome in chocolate times 2, if that makes sense. Because like there's definitely more chocolate than the Crunch, so I definitely give it. Personally, I would put it in B as well, because I like crunchy things, and it's one of the candies that doesn't have nuts. Anything with nuts gets F. By the way,
I was about to say like Mr. Good Bar was always like the worst Crunch Bar for me.
No, Good Bar's peanuts. I love Good
years.
Bars. Good Bar is peanuts. Thank you very much.
Well, I used to not like nuts.
I can't have nuts, so anything with nuts is automatically F, or else I die.
Well,
wait, so you can't eat peanut butter?
Yeah, I can't eat peanut butter.
That's a real problem for all of the other candies I have on my table.
I have a fun story that I'll tell later.
So what ranking would you give it, Callie?
A Crunch?
Yeah.
Out of like an A to
yeah, S to
sorry,
to F.
I'm not actually looking at her.
A B C D. Anyway, A B C D F. Sorry.
Me and Janet gave it a B.
I think it's like a C plus B. It's a B.
You know what? Just because I was willing to give it an F, I think it's fair we give it a C then.
No. How about we don't listen to your bad
Okay, you know what? It
opinion?
was 3 against 1. So we'll give it a B. There, you happy? Everyone happy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I am
Yes, because you
happy.
didn't get what you wanted.
That's so mean. Okay, who likes dots?
Always a
shoot.
bonus.
Who likes dots here? Dots to me are like old people candy.
Exactly, I was
The
going to say that.
The only good dots are the sour ones, and they don't give those out for Halloween.
I know.
Those are the only good ones.
So I say a D because I actually don't mind them. Like when you eat, okay, has everyone eaten a dot? Because I have a lot of friends who just don't who think of them as old people candy. I've never actually.
I've
eaten
never
them.
eaten one.
Oh man, they stick to your teeth so
Exactly.
Good.
They're like
So good.
it's like
I
they're not
I
gummy.
actually don't like how they stick to your teeth, and that's why I don't like it. And,
No, I
and
like
the flavor's
that.
kind of off.
They look like
That's why the
gummies,
sour ones.
but they're like jelly. I don't know how to put it. They're like. It feels like the
They're
fruits.
hard.
Yeah,
they're firm.
You know, like the fruit snack candies you get. They taste like a really old person version of that.
They taste like if you let a fruit snack sit out in the open air and harden and lose flavor.
Yeah, that's.
But man, they stick to your teeth, and it's really satisfying to get them off.
I say
Like, you
This is
might-
not on our list.
huh?
This is not on our list because I thought I was buying a regular Twix, but apparently I bought a creamy peanut butter Twix.
That
And
is a
this
completely
F
different
for
thing.
sure. They didn't have regular Twix.
We're gonna have some variants on this later on because there are some that I would give the versions we have here bad ratings, but I would give the ones that aren't here good ratings. But dots, so what do you guys say? I say a D just because I actually do like their flavor.
F.
They have a texture that you can't replicate, but I wouldn't go higher than a D.
Konaru, DDF.
F.
It's a two-way.
Shit. You know what? Since I gave
And
in the
we
last
can't
time,
get in between.
I know, especially because it just started. Since I gave in last time, you guys give in this time. It'll be a D. I'm just
That's
putting it.
fine, I don't-
I'm just
I mean,
putting
I
it.
like-
I don't really.
I'm just putting it here so I
I
can
put it
space
in a
it. There it goes. Okay, there it's a D.
Yeah, I don't really care for it either. So I'm just like, I'm really whatever. I'm not gonna fight it.
Gosh, I love. We got some pretty bad ones here. Let's get the lion. In the lion. Let's get the cat out of the bag. Candy corn.
F.
Where's candy?
F
Thank
unless
you.
the caramel ones, in which case an F plus. But the pumpkins, a super F. The pumpkins are super F.
Oh,
So we really need to discuss it.
I wish you were.
That's it.
I wish you were on the podcast last week because right as we were wrapping up, I mentioned how we're gonna fail candy corn, and we had Max on, and Max was all like, "But the pumpkins are the best one." I'm like, those are the worst.
The pumpkins are the worst.
Candy
The
corn.
caramel-
Well, Max. Well, Max is like Max. So
She's special.
we can't really
Yeah,
explain.
she's special. So I think we're all agreed on F because but I should also mention the huge reason. Also, I wasn't gonna put circus peanuts at first. If you guys looked at the list for all week, it wasn't actually in the numbers because I didn't want to put it there. But I wanted it to be an even 30, and then I saw 3 different articles over the past week that were probably because of my Google searches, but there were 3 different articles that were oh, everyone gets candy corn a bad rap. No, everyone forgets about circus peanuts. And I'm like, who wrote this? But so I'm like, fuck it, I'll put it in. And also because of John Oliver thing. And also I saw it in all the lists of top 25, top 20, top 15 Halloween candies. I saw it all over those.
I mean, I lived all over this country. I have been around Halloween all over this country. I have never seen anyone give out circus peanuts.
There's my neighborhood gives out circus peanuts a lot, and churches
So it's the church.
churches. Yeah, it's the Catholic or the religious institutions that
that are
give
doing
out
the spooky trunk or treat.
Yeah.
This is a ploy to make children hate Halloween. That's their goal. Circus peanuts are
Figured it
propaganda against the spooky holiday.
We figured it out, guys. We've done it. We cracked the code.
So, next up, Sorry, somebody messaged me about a game. I had to read it.
No one cares.
Next up, you need something below F tier. Not gonna lie, not to lie. Yeah, sorry. By the way, the chat is open. I put that in the chat because I see there were a decent number of people watching. Some of them left actually after before I put that, but there were enough people watching, but nobody was saying anything. And I don't know if they realized I actually am staring at the chat here, just that nobody was talking for a while. But I wish there was something below F tier. Before I started, I was trying to say that I was looking for one that filled the screen, a tier list, but I couldn't find the one we used last time we did this because I deleted it like an idiot. And that one did have it, but I cut it off for the podcast. But anyways, that's all of the story. Bless you, whoever sneezed. Next one up, which is actually first one up alphabetically, is Butterfinger. Now,
I like Butterfinger.
I hate Butterfinger, but I always kind of like them because of Bart Simpson.
Like, I think they got a good crunch. The flavor claims to be peanut, and I don't think that that's the case at all.
I don't know what that is, but it's not
Doesn't taste like peanut butter to you?
Oh, no.
I can't consume
I mean, it tastes vaguely peanut butter, but I like a Butterfinger.
I would also dog.
I would put a Butterfinger at a B. B for Butterfinger.
I have to give it an automatic F because I can't eat it.
I'm dying.
Crispy, crunchy, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
When we get around to Reese's and you give Reese's an F, we're gonna have a real problem.
I know. I was gonna say, like, I don't know about that, Konaru. You can't fail it.
I legit can't eat it though.
Okay, Konaru's temporarily canceled for this one, so I say B just because I like the B for butt. I was actually gonna make that joke too, freaking Jen. It's funny because we don't have notes, so I didn't write that in, so that legit was you just accidentally stealing the one joke I had for that candy. Not even a joke, but yeah. Do you say
the one actual funny joke he had throughout the whole podcast?
A plus.
The only funny joke he had all year. Butterfingers is good.
I can't.
Butterfingers is delicious.
Butterfingers.
They also stick to your teeth in a nice way.
In a way that I really feel like I'm gonna lose some teeth.
We sold Butterfinger. I'm gonna mention Party City a lot because I've dealt with candy firsthand, like selling it.
It's like a Party City adventure.
Because this is important. I'll tell you this: in this area, well, like the Torrance area, the South Bay area, Butterfinger was actually I don't even think it was the area. I think it was like store wide, like chain wide. It is the worst selling candy that we sold, and it constantly went expired, and nobody wanted it. Like we would throw away boxes of the bulk ones, and we stopped carrying the one that Callie just had. We stopped carrying those because nobody would buy them.
Actually, I changed my answer because they changed the recipe for Butterfinger. They call it improved, but it's actually really bad now. So it gets like a B- from me.
Okay, so I guess we're all B. B for Butterfinger. All that just to give it the B. You can put candy. Wesley, you can put candy corn and peanuts on F. Those are the worst. So okay, so caramel.
Yeah, I don't. Please, Wesley, you need to explain to us why a candy that looks like a peanut but is flavored like banana is a good idea.
Because that sounds.
And also that it has the texture of foam.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Why do we want to eat that? I like to eat good candy.
I tried to find some, by the way, and I couldn't find them at I only went to a Walmart and to a liquor store. The liquor store wasn't gonna have it, but I only went to a Walmart, and the Walmart didn't have circus peanuts, but they look deceptively.
Joann's has
big.
circus peanuts.
Are they
Joann's
big?
also caters to old people.
Yeah. Because they look like they'd be big. That was what I always see.
They're like the size of your thumb.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah, they're
right.
thumb sized.
Because I always, when I saw them, I'm like, those look like they'd be really big. So, anyways, caramel apple pops.
A++. I like how they stick to your teeth.
you just
I'll give it a B.
I like when a candy sticks to
your
my
teeth are gonna fall out, Janet. I swear to God.
Yeah, but when I'm thinking of Halloween candy, I like when they stick to my teeth. Also, I just went to the dentist, and she said I have good oral hygiene, and I should keep it up.
I keep laughing with like gummies in my mouth, and I keep choking.
Good.
Finally.
I'll be real. Caramel apple pops were one of my favorite candies. Again, I actually don't like them now. I've had them like as an adult. I can't stand them, but they were really one of my favorites that I get. I'm like, oh my God! And me and my, when I used to go trick or treating with like my brother and my cousins or whoever, like when we're really young, we dump all of our candy out like idiots, and then we kind of like get stuff like we're just trying to trade, but of course but more often
take.
but then we fight over these stupid lollipops, like candy apple pops I should say. They're not really lollipops, but well, you know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, Callie, your thoughts on them?
I don't like anything apple flavored, so I like apples, but not apple flavored things.
See, oh my god, that's such a variant. Like, don't get me wrong, I would never say S rank, especially because I can't stand them now. But I would definitely say A. Konaru.
B. Not a fan of caramel, but I do like it.
Since we're kind of varied, that's 4, 4, 3, 8, 11. What you gave it a 0. 11 divided by 3. So we'll say C because that is the legit average. It's actually C minus, but and also because C is empty and C for caramel apple pops. Well, I'm just putting it here to size it.
Shut up, Manuel.
I'm gonna just say that for everything. I'm kind of sad.
I guess.
And I'm okay with that because once again, like I said, I can't stand them now. They're really sweet. Hold on, I want to find the. Oh fuck, I can't find it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Because there's one that's gonna be wonky later on, but I'll find it later. So double bubble.
S tier.
I say F also.
Who's giving out double bubble on Halloween?
Double
That doesn't
bubble
seem
like
a Halloween candy.
No, entire handful.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
I would buy like that 5-pound tub.
Hell yeah.
F.
I say for
Actually,
sure.
I take that back. The first 10 the
Yeah.
first 3 seconds when it's rock hard, F. Those 10 seconds where it's good and flavorful and chewy, like an A. And then anytime after that, back to F.
Exactly. You never got these, Callie? They never like Janet said. You never had the people who this is all they had, and they had like giant tubs of it.
Okay, is this the... No, that's Hubba Bubba.
You're thinking of the bubble tape. Double bubble is the little... It comes in like a bright yellow wrapper, and it's the little kind of round, really hard pink gum.
Yeah, no one gave that out. No one really gave out gum in general where I live.
What a nice neighborhood.
I know.
I know, right?
That's like the
Kind of
on the.
No circus peanuts.
Actual
No
flavor.
double bubble.
It was a nice neighborhood. My neighbor gave out full king-size candy bars.
I had a neighbor like that once.
I used to like.
And then
Go ahead.
and then I was gonna say, then I think he died or something.
Oh my god, that got dark. I didn't know that's where that was going. I would have kept cutting you off. I would have known. Oh my god. So, why is Kit Kat over here? Oh, Dum Dum is the one that was overlapped. Okay, I found it. Okay, so Double Bubble is F tier.
C.
Yeah.
Oh, Janet. Konaru was like C. Well, we all said F except for you, so there you go.
D.
Ah, fine.
If it's
The only reason I'll say D, and this is gonna ruin the entire list by me saying this. The only reason I'll say D is because I don't think it's bad enough to share the space with candy corn and circus peanuts. That goes wrong.
Exactly.
What if we put it in that like FD middle ground?
I almost feel like
it's better. It's better than candy corn and peanut.
To be fair, I did give it a C.
I guess D is for double bubble.
oh my god, this is the way the whole list is gonna be. Oh, I thought you gave it an F.
Once we get past like F, all the candies are like K and
obviously
R.
I'm stupid. I don't know. We're in the alphabet. We're in the alphabet still. And by the way, this is the last one with our letters anyway. Dum Dum Pops.
Oh god.
I don't remember those.
No.
Hold on. I have to look at
To me,
They're not great.
because when we did the fast food tier list, we're talking about like cheap and dirty like fast food that was still tasty. That's what Dum Dum Pops are to me. They're cheap and dirty. They're sugary. They get the job done.
They're classic. They're classic, honestly.
Dum Dum Pops are...
Oh,
Did she hang up?
Yeah, she froze.
Oh no.
That was perfect timing though. Dum Dum Pops are. Oh, she moved a little. She moved like 5. Okay, there you go. You're
Oh,
back.
did I? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay. Dum Dum Pops are the candy you got for 1 ticket at the arcade.
Oh, you're right. Actually,
Okay, but mood. That's a mood.
That's what I mean.
Like Dum Dum Pops, they
Tootsie
sell
Pop.
in like
Or Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls. Dum Dum Pops, like you can buy. You can always buy them. They're always there. They only ever sell them in like multiples of 100.
I know. Okay,
They're
Okay.
not. They're fine.
I say C.
They're good. They're a solid C. Solid
They're
C.
solid C.
I would even
They're
put them in a D, but I mean, I'll eat them, so I guess that's a C.
Yeah.
The cotton candy ones are very good.
It's funny because I never look at the flavors, but I have people who are all like, "Who said this?" Oh, sorry. No, because somebody messaged me about like we need to put a Beyond F tier, but they messaged me. They didn't put it in the chat. I guess somebody's watching,
See?
but not in the
That's
chat. But so, anyways,
That's what
Jolly
this is for.
Ranchers. What'd you put? Z? Your Z ranking? I know.
Oh no! Not about Jolly
I
Ranchers.
know
I
for
was just
the
looking at my
I know for the circus peanuts and the candy corn they were talking about, but we should have had the Z ranking. But Jolly Ranchers, I'll be real, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about Jolly Ranchers. I never like them, but I'll always eat them. Does that make sense? to
I
anyone?
like Jolly Ranchers. Fun story about Jolly Ranchers. When my brother was in kindergarten, I convinced him that Jolly Ranchers were freeze-dried aliens.
What the hell?
Yeah, I was like, because
kid.
we lived not too far from Area 51 in the grand scheme of things. I'm like, you ever wonder why they're called Jolly Ranchers? Because, he got some at school one day, and he was like, no! I was like, well, Area 51's actually a candy factory. And these aliens came to visit that were ranchers. And then we didn't trust them, so we freeze-dried them
Oh
and
my
then
God.
flavored them. Like those, you know how you always see an alien in like one of those glass tubes? That's just them soaking in flavoring.
Oh my God! Why would you say that?
And for like a week. Because, we had a bunch of them in the house, because, like, they're an easy candy for teachers to give out.
Yes, exactly. I
So
always had teachers in them out.
You can buy them in bulk. They taste pretty good. They're relatively small, but they're a choking hazard for small children. But, he would just, like, look at them and get all upset and, like, scream, Dad, we can't have these in the house! Janet said they were alien! And my dad's like, you told him what now? I'm like, hey, just because he believed it
That's his
doesn't
fault.
mean I should be in trouble. He's like, he's 5! He'll believe anything!
Well, let's give those A for Alien. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'd like to give it A for Alien and lots of good... No, a Jolly Rancher has a very good fruit flavor.
Yeah, it
As
does.
As you eat them, they don't turn into the terrible shards that poke into your mouth. And apparently they're
Also-
really easy to melt if you're gonna, like, bake them into cookies or something. I see that a lot.
Yeah, no, I saw a YouTube video where someone made Jolly Rancher shot glasses, and I was like, I can live with this.
Yeah, you're
I-
just sitting there, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, this can work. Yeah, someone just got like a shot maker or like a shot mold, and they just put like little Jolly Ranchers inside the mold, put it in the oven, and it baked or melted or whatever the fuck, and then they popped it out, and it was a shot glass, Jolly Rancher shot glass.
I want to do
Honestly,
that.
I gotta find a recipe
It's
for
not
it.
hard.
So what do
I
you say,
promise
Callie?
it's not hard.
They're fine.
I don't
They're
know.
very versatile. I'll give it to them. I'll give it a B.
I want to
I
say
would give
I'll give it a B too.
yeah. I will say I'd say a B because I love them. I mean, it's not what I meant to say at all. I hate them, but I'll always eat them. Like they kind of feel
Well,
like
you're crazy. That's fine.
yeah, they feel like the poor man's version of a not Jolly Rancher of Lifesaver. That's what I was gonna say. Oh shit! I moved the tier list. God damn it! What did I do? This
You're
time?
really out here liking Lifesavers more than Jolly Ranchers?
Hell yeah!
Dude, what the fuck?
Why are your opinions so weird and wrong?
I think you're about like 130 or something like that.
How old are
There's
you?
nobody.
Next, you're gonna tell us like you like the mint
Oh
lifesavers?
no, that's old people
Oh
candy.
my god.
No,
To be fair, the mint lightsabers, you eat them in the darkness and they spark.
They do
oh,
spark.
that is true.
And that's
Right.
cool.
What?
That is true. Fun fact.
I never knew that.
I said this. I don't think I said this when we were live, but I actually got lifesavers for the podcast. I'm like, there's no way I can eat these on the podcast because I'll just be like sucking on. That sounds weird, but I'll be sucking on them the whole
Crunching,
time.
Yeah.
Or what? And
They
I'm
just
actually,
you crunch up.
and I've actually been very concerned because I got M&Ms. Funny enough, from that, but I got M&Ms. And I was gonna eat them, but I'm like, I don't want it to turn into like an ASMR thing where I'm like crunch, crunch, crunch. You know?
I just ate kettle chips. I'm pretty sure they all just heard me crunch a munchin.
But yeah, so M&Ms. Now, mind you, I didn't separate this.
Podcast, man. I don't know though.
So I feel bad about this because, like, let's just judge plain and peanut. I feel like are the standards. We'll pretend there's those two only. But I feel like there's a huge disparity between plain and peanut. I'll never eat plain. Sorry, I prefer peanut.
Plain M&Ms aren't good. Like if you're gonna eat plain M&Ms, you might as well try to get the Canadian Smarties, which are M&Ms but with thicker shells, or you might as well get the mini M&Ms because those taste better.
Is there ants eating my
Like if
ginger?
the mini M&Ms taste better than a full size M&M if we're talking about plain ones.
Yeah. So what do you guys? I'm sorry. I just saw an ant, and I'm like, is there an ant on my candy? It's really dark in here. There's only one ant, but now I'm so worried.
You're
I'm like,
so out of focus. It's crazy.
oh, I am. What the hell happened?
Is he?
Oh my god. Okay,
Oh my
Come on.
god.
camera, please.
Manuel, what the fuck?
There it goes. Okay. That was funny. Sorry, guys. I got freaked out because there was an ant here, and I can't. I'm like, are they eating like? Because I don't have the open candy here, except for the gummy bears, and I'm like, how long were those sitting there? Did the ant find it? But there's no ants in there. I could see. But anyway, sorry. I feel like that meme where it's like, do you want ants? Because this is how you get ants. Because I have candy everywhere. Otherwise, actually, where the hell are those? Oh, I do have the Skittles over here. Okay. Let me just move all the candy to a safer spot. But sorry. So M&Ms. A, S. I say S. I'm not gonna lie. If they're peanut M&Ms, S tier. Mini M&Ms, S tier. Peanut butter M&Ms. I know Konaru will like die if she eats them literally. S tier. Almond M&Ms like S plus tier. But
The original crunchies
B,
were like an S tier.
B.
But whatever's going on with regular M&Ms is like a B at best.
Konaru,
They're all B's to me.
Yes?
what are your thoughts on M&Ms? Do you say B? Or do you say S?
I give it an A. I give it an A. I like M&Ms.
You know what?
Here's the thing with M&Ms for me. Here's the thing with M&Ms for me, and maybe this is me being an insane super taster because I know I am a super taster. One M&M will be absolutely delicious. The next M&M will taste like I found it under a bed, like after it's sitting there for 3 months. Is this just me? I actually feel like a crazy person.
I mean, they all taste kind of stale to me. So
No, I've noticed that with the peanut ones because I feel there's definitely different varieties within the peanuts. Well, I mean, you can tell by looking at them. I mean, because peanuts don't come in the same size. There are some where like, oh man, this is gonna be a good one. But then like, there's some others where I could tell by looking at them like this is not gonna be a good one, but I'll eat it anyway. And I'm like, what the hell happened to this one? My favorite M&Ms though are like the conjoined twin ones because
those are good.
you never know what you're gonna get in those. Jolly Ranchers plus vodka equals your thing. I don't know about that, but
I mean, it's how you make like flavored vodka.
we
Real easy.
don't have gummy anything on this list for some reason, but gummy would have been my S tier. You know what? We'll do A because I said S. I said S like crazy, and Konaru said A, and you guys say B for some. I don't know why this one got so small, but yeah, we'll say S. I mean A. Sorry. Also because A is empty, and I like the M&M store where you can get like 8 billion flavors of M&Ms you can only find there.
A tier being empty is not a good reason to put something there.
Actually, well, that was the last reason. The other two reasons are legit because I said S for like crazy S. That's like one of my S rank candies, like probably S plus even for some variants. And the Konaru said A, and you guys both said B. So there we go.
Fine.
Milk Duds. That's old people candy.
Milk Duds are an S, and they stick to your teeth, and I like the way they
my
taste.
God.
That terrible, really sugary, like, kinda chocolate, and those hard caramels, that is an S-rank candy. You get a box of those at the movie theater, they last you the whole movie and then some.
Real talk, when I was talking about doing this podcast, I stopped by. I could help my mom with something in the afternoon, and I was mentioning to her about all the candy stuff I was buying. I had to leave to tell her to buy some candy, and I was mentioning all the stuff I was doing, and she's like, "I have some Milk Duds. Do you want some?" I'm like, "No, it's fine. Milk Duds aren't needed," because I knew I wasn't gonna eat them, and I made it a conscious decision not to buy candy I wasn't gonna eat. At some point, I'm not gonna eat all this right now, even though I've been like devouring all the gummies. But I don't know.
Oh no.
She's back, guys. That scared me because we all was
cool.
like, I don't know. So I moved the fucking tier ranking again. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, so my honest thought. Where is Milk Duds? Okay, there it goes. My honest thoughts on Milk Duds is a C, and it's funny. No, a D, and it's funny because Janet gave me like it's like me with the glowing ass.
Oh my god.
Internet. Oh my god. Konaru,
Yes.
what are your thoughts?
My thoughts on Milk Duds. Not a big fan of caramel. But, I mean, I honestly do think it's really good candy. It's one I'll make an exception for. So, I give it, like, anywhere between a B and a D. I'll be happy with that.
A B and a D, that's like a C. But okay, so, Callie, since you're back.
Anywhere between that, I don't really care.
What are your thoughts on Milk Duds?
Who?
Callie. She's like smiling
Ew.
and like doing things. Oh, I don't know if she cannot like hear us or she can't talk, can't she? Like you have letters. Go lift up your letters. I don't know if she's actually doing that or she's like oh, well that's the wait.
Oh no, she has to restart.
Oh. Okay. Well, since Callie is gone.
See, we could have moved this to tomorrow. I could be asleep right now.
No, we're already doing this now. So since Callie is gone.
Tired.
Since Callie is gone, let's get some rapid fire things on our end, and then we'll get back to her. So far, I think Milk Duds. I think that the consensus is it'll probably be a C so far because I said D.
Put it in the B.
But we'll wait till Callie gets back. So I don't know her decision on that.
Put it in the bag.
So Milky Way. Let's move on to Milky Way real fast. Well, don't worry. I remember Milk Duds being so far Milk Duds is a C, but we'll talk about that when she comes back. Milky Way.
That's a C.
That's a mad C for me too. That's funny you're gonna say that's a mad C.
That's a D. That's a D for me.
Okay, so we're at C minus for that. Oh, and I actually don't even feel like we're talking about too much because like it's such a forgettable candy. That's the big problem with me. So Callie made me.
It's pedestrian.
Oh,
There's nothing.
Okay. Yeah. So before we go on about the pedestrianness of Milky Way, what's your thoughts on Milk Duds?
Oh, I love Milk Duds.
Oh
See?
my god.
Put them in the B.
Okay.
Put them in the B.
They're definitely an A candy for me.
See?
So that's
Yeah,
fair enough.
B.
Okay, because me and Konaru both hated them. That's what we were discussing.
They're my favorite movie candy.
See, I'll admit,
Best bang for your buck.
is I kind of
They really are.
I think I didn't like them, but I did have a small. I would tolerate them in the movie settings when I was a child, but that's long since passed. We were saying Milky Way was a C. I moved the fucking tier list again because Milky Way is like one of the most like forgettable candies that there is.
I don't like Milky Ways. I'd even put them at a D.
Okay, and I think Konaru said a B anyway. So, or did you say D?
I said anywhere between a B and a D.
Oh, so yeah, we'll leave it at C. For Milky Way. So nerds.
Put it back at a B.
No, we're leaving Milky Way. No, Milky Way. Milk Duds is a
Milky
B.
Ways.
Milky Ways is
are
a
a
C.
C.
So nerds.
Yes. Nerds. A C. It's just rock candy that is easier to eat.
To be fair, they are flavored.
I
For
broke
like a minute.
I broke a tooth, like a baby tooth, mind you. I broke a tooth on some nerds when I was a kid, and I was so scared.
That's kind of impressive because they're really not that hard, especially compared to a lot of candies.
Well, I don't know if you guys. I don't even know if they really. I'm sure they still sell them because we sold them at like Party City back in the day. But I remember when Nerd Rope first came out.
I swear to God, if you say Party City one more time in this podcast,
Party City. But
Can we just collectively hang up on him?
I know.
That'd be great.
We used to.
I would leave and not come back, and it would be bad.
I don't remember. I don't remember if Nerd Ropes were actually new or they just had a big marketing push, and I just heard about them for the first time. But I remember when Nerd Ropes were a really big thing when I was like in either late elementary or early junior high, and I remember being obsessed with Nerd Ropes. I would go to like all the local like liquor stores, fucking like places, and I'd buy Nerd Ropes. And it was actually on a Nerd Rope I broke my tooth on, which makes a little more sense because
that makes way more sense.
yeah, because it's like the nerds are kind of just like stuck and situated to a place, and you bite into it, and it's like you bite into like 5 nerds at once. And I broke a tooth on those. So and because of that, I was actually scared because I didn't know if it was a permanent tooth or not. I went to a dentist and I was like, "Is this a permanent tooth or not?" And then they're like, "No, it's fine." And then it fell out like a few months later. I'm like, I still have my baby teeth. I still was losing teeth in junior high. I was that kid. So it was so embarrassing. That's a whole other story. But I agree. A C. During that like summer when I was obsessed with Nerd Ropes, I would have given it like an S. But a C. I think we all said C, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear you also can use nerds to flavor a lot of things, but I think it's because you can just crush them into powder really easily.
It just makes things sugary.
I like nerds. They have a really good flavor. They're kind of sour to me.
I just realized Pixie Sticks aren't on this list, but that's we'll save that for next year.
Nobody gives those out for Halloween, and
yes, they do, because like you could buy like a 5.
They do give out Pixie Sticks.
You can literally buy a bag of 1,000 for like pretty cheap, like literally 1,000.
They shouldn't because they break.
They shouldn't because they crack open, and then the whole bottom of your cookie is just sugar.
Thank you. And I don't know if you ever did
that
it, but I still eat it.
Powder.
You'd eat the powder at the bottom of your bag?
That explains so much.
I'm joking.
You're not well. You're not well.
Oh my god, I legitimately choked on that one. I was laughing, so I was trying to like tell you I was just joking, but I couldn't say it fast enough. Oh man, that really hurt going down. Does anyone have that friend who snorted Pixie Sticks?
I think everyone's known that person. I wouldn't say I was friends with them.
I had a friend.
Someone I rode the bus with.
Yeah, I had a friend who like, and it was funny because like everyone hears the story, but no, I saw this person snort Pixie Sticks, and I was like, oh my god!
Seen a lot of people snort Pixie Sticks. Yeah,
I was like,
in elementary school.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! You're gonna die! Like that's like literally child cocaine. But okay, so I put this up. For those who don't know, once again, I won't say the name of the place, but I've dealt with candy a lot. And the cheap chocolate, I don't know if you guys... Okay, I don't know if you know this. I didn't say it! I don't know if you guys know this, but, like, legally, chocolate can only be chocolate if it has so much, like, cocoa in it. But a lot of companies...
No, that I know.
Including Hershey, have been slowly trying to change the law.
Hershey is not chocolate.
Because,
Hershey
thank you.
is not chocolate.
They've been putting a lot more like other substitute ingredients, a lot of vegetable oil and other oils to
That's why you actually can't call a Hershey a chocolate bar.
You still can, but they actually changed the law at some point, and they lowered they lowered like the tier. They lowered
the cocoa content.
Yeah. But Palmer's is legit, and they're the biggest brand. There's tons of others, but Palmer's is the biggest one. And this is an example of some of the things like the booze and the pumpkins and the little eyeballs. They also have a crunch variant I hate the most because not only is it crunch, but it's not even good chocolate, and it's not chocolate. It's chocolate. If you read the packaging, it literally says
Chocolate flavored.
Yes, because it has to say that legally. Chocolate flavored candy. And this is F fucking tier. Honestly, I hate this probably more than candy corn or circus peanuts because nobody really gives those out. I've gotten candy corn. I shouldn't say that, but most people know that too. But everyone will still give this fucking bullshit out. Like,
I've never heard of the candy that you're talking about.
Just cheap chocolate.
No, Palmer's cheap chocolate comes in usually the foil.
Yeah.
Oh man, so after Christmas last year, one of the local grocery stores had a bunch of Palmer's prayer hands for like a $1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a ton of variants.
Those are really bad.
The coins.
And you get them for every season, like for Christmas. It's another big one they have, and you get the Santas, and they're always wrapped in foil, and you unwrap them, and it's just like they're crap. They're crap.
Yeah, the chocolate.
You're right. That's really bad.
Flavored sugar wax.
It doesn't even deserve to be on this list. We need to stop talking about it.
No, but I get that. I used to get that a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I would just throw it away. Like it wasn't even worth like discussing if I was to eat it. It's like trash. It's trash. You guys gave me trash.
I was a child. I ate all sugar.
I snorted that pixie stick, but so Kit Kat. Once again, I don't know if you guys have tried some of the variants, but white chocolate Kit Kat is S+ tier. You see, A+. S.
It's an S. S for sure. I don't have an S.
Oh, I say S. I say S for sure too.
I say S.
Like, when we go to recess, I'll elaborate a little bit, but S for me.
Okay.
Like Kit Kats as a whole are like an AS. They're so good.
The worst Kit Kat is still an A.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the worst Kit Kat is still an A.
That's what I'm saying, because like that's the way I look at it. Because like the white chocolate one, fucking hell, like I legit like I swear to God, I ate so many of those. And there's a white chocolate one. It might still be the plain white chocolate one, but I remember they come in the fun size bag. Sorry, and I remember that and the dark chocolate one. I love them both. There's a dark chocolate one that's really good too. There's no dark chocolate on this list, but whatever. Payday. Now this one's weird because I have seen this in fun size, and I have gotten it before, but that's like once or twice. The only reason it's really on this list is because it was on that list I mentioned of most popular Halloween trick-or-treat candies. So it got here. But once again, Konaru will die if she eats this, and it's caramel, which she doesn't like. But I'm paying attention. But I have a soft spot for Payday because my mom used to really love them when she was young. So I used to occasionally eat them as well, and I like them. So I say a B, but I'll let you guys go on. Z.
I like Paydays.
I just read your things.
I would give. I think like the center bit has a really good texture. I like the salted of the peanuts.
That's the part I like.
Like I think they're a solid B.
Oh really? So we're two B's and an F, and Konaru can't really rank this one because it's like death in a wrapper for Konaru.
It really is. I can't comment on it.
But it's funny, Konaru. It's funny Janet mentioned it because I loved it specifically because the peanuts were salted pretty well. And you don't really get that many salted, candies, in my opinion. So
at least candies that you would market to children. Like if it comes in a fun size, you don't get a lot of salted.
I'm torn between whether we have to give this a C or a D because freaking Callie straight up said F, but we'll say C.
That's fine.
We'll say C because now that I really think about it, I kind of want to give it an A. So we'll leave it at that.
You think about it more and more, yeah. You're like, yeah,
exactly.
Payday. I could go for a Payday.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I bought Payday. Oh, I keep moving the tier list. Go on.
Man, now I want a Payday.
No, because they sold the fun size pack for like $2, like at Walmart, it was like 6 of them or whatever, and yeah. I didn't get them, and now I'm like, why did I get? I was even thinking about this list. I was thinking about my mom because I knew I was gonna see my mom later on. This was earlier before I saw her, and I was gonna see her, and I was like, I can give her. I don't think she can eat a Payday or whatever, but I was like, I can give her a Payday. But anyways, popcorn balls. I'm not gonna lie, I only had these like about 4 years ago, never as a kid. but they're apparently a thing, and I saw them at Walmart, I saw them everywhere, and I've seen them everywhere I've been at, to buy. But I don't know if these have popped up
They
recently.
ruin perfectly good popcorn. Like a popcorn ball is if you tried to mix, like, you tried to make a Rice Krispie treat, but with popcorn, and it's not good. And, like, 100%, I had those, when I was trick-or-treating age, it was like, oh, don't trust homemade candies. So, like, popcorn balls were immediately thrown in the garbage.
Oh, you know what?
Unless...
No, sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead and say unless. Sorry, I stopped so you could go and say.
Oh, unless they were, like, the clearly store-bought ones, which also aren't good and always weirdly too hard.
Yeah, your story just reminded me that I did get a popcorn ball, and it was homemade. Because it was like, and I've also gotten Rice Krispie treats homemade as well. From places that are just like in Saran wrap or in a baggie.
Yeah, isn't that shady?
Yeah, it is. Like, even without the stories, I would still be like, I don't know if you washed your hands before this or something like that,
I've probably in my life eaten a popcorn ball, but I had never heard of the concept in relation to Halloween until just this moment. And I'd never heard the phrase popcorn ball. So.
Well, I'm glad we could give you this.
Well, I say an F is what I was getting at. I think we're all on the F tier anyway.
Is it even candy?
Well, yeah.
I like them, but I don't feel like they're not candy.
Well, it's in the candy. It still was even today. And obviously the packaging I have, but like it's a very standard Halloween one. Once again, I'd never heard of it before, like until I was an adult, and I was like, oh,
and
this
I
is
haven't
standard.
heard of that until just this moment. So.
See, like I've seen popcorn balls before. They're pretty bad. I can't eat. Honestly, I tried eating one just to see like what it was like, and I could not eat it at all.
F.
Abstain.
Do you like them at all? Even I'm choking. Oh my god! I can't eat and talk.
Man, if you die,
I've never even seen one in real life, so I can't tell you what they look or taste like.
That's fair.
Janet described them pretty perfectly, and that's exactly what they are. They're like, imagine if you made a Rice Krispie treat with popcorn.
I think I've had a homemade one, and I actually quite like it. Like a chocolate one would be good, I think. But I put chocolate on my popcorn like normally.
Oh, really?
That's fair. But like, imagine if you took a bunch of kettle corn that was kind of sticky, and then crushed it into a ball.
I can
and then
that.
let that ball get stale.
Yeah, because it is kind of stale popcorn.
Well,
like,
I mean,
like stale popcorn, but like popcorn balls aren't good.
Well, like I'm sure the candy that you buy at the store is really bad, but like I just Googled it. I could basically only find homemade versions of it. So.
So, first up, and sorry, Callie, I'll tell you right now, I didn't put sticks on this one because I didn't want to have like 5 million Reese's candies. But Callie wanted sticks.
It's fine.
You're eating a stick right there. I know. It's funny because I bought one, and I don't know. I don't think I actually bought it. I should look at my receipt, but it's not here. And I'm like, did I actually buy it or did I leave? I didn't get a bag. And I just threw everything back in my shopping cart. So I'm like, I probably left it in the cart. I'm so mad because it wasn't cheap either. Well, it's candy. It wasn't expensive, but it was like $2. So I think it was the exact thing you have. So yeah, I'm upset.
It wasn't non-zero.
Yeah, like I could have bought a freaking McDouble with that. But anyways, but first up is peanut butter cup.
I can't comment.
S.
Probably an S.
I love peanut butter cups. Also, I love peanut butter cups to the point where like Reese's are awesome, but I'm also a huge fan of them in general. Is what I was trying to say. I could almost even eat a Palmer's one because those do exist, by the way. Just because the peanut butter, because you can't really like fuck up peanut butter. I feel even cheap peanut butter. You can still have cheap ass chocolate. I remember. Have you guys ever had the really big cups, like the giant cups?
So for Valentine's Day, Jesse knows that I like Reese's and all things Reese's, so he'll just buy me one of everything that says Reese's in the checkout line.
My family does the same thing for Easter.
I've had the big cups, the little cups, the minis, the unwrapped minis, the ones with Reese's Pieces in them, the dark ones, the white chocolate ones,
all about the
bars,
sticks?
the sticks, the take fives,
The sticks are so good.
I can't. I'm
the
trying to figure out
double
the
cups,
variants.
the ones with the cups, like the ones with the cookie bit. There's so many variants, and they're all delicious.
I remember when I was bringing back so many memories. It was probably my favorite candy growing up. I remember the what was the CVS? The CVS by me. I don't know if this was a normal CVS thing or just my local ghetto CVS did this. But you could buy, and it was just this. They didn't have like all the candy there. You could buy Reese's peanut butter cups, like the 2-packs. You could buy those from the freezer section. Like they were already in the freezer section, and you would buy them frozen. They never froze. They just got like, I don't know if it's the properties of peanut butter. It won't freeze solid. It'll just turn really, 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 really cold, and it'll kind of dry out, but it won't freeze. And I remember I used to always do that at home too, and I haven't done that recently. I don't know. That's just a memory I kind of forgot until right now. But I used to love buying them from the freezer section. I used to love you couldn't do this when they were frozen because they were too firm. Because I remember the commercial where you poke the hole through it, eat the middle first. Poke your finger through it. You poke your finger through it. There was a commercial ad about this, about like people only ate the middle.
What?
Yeah, it was an ad.
How old
campaign.
are you?
Not that old. Like this was when I was a very small child, but that was the ad campaign like in 1990. It's like you should remember that too.
I was born in '90, so no.
Oh,
I was born 5 years after 90. So...
I was like 4, but they were still playing that commercial when I was like in second grade. You guys make me feel ancient now.
Wasn't that like?
Well, I know Callie is young.
50 years ago?
Oh my god. I'm not that much older than you, Janet. Stop making me feel like I'm ancient.
You are.
I'm only a few years older than you, God.
That is an entire high school generation.
Manuel, you're like, aren't you like 70 or something?
I
Aren't
hate
you like
you.
104?
You're the one who thinks that lifesavers are better than Jolly Ranchers.
You guys are
Yeah, so
That's
Let's
true.
go. I should just settle down, eat my circus peanuts and my dots. Just like
yeah.
You're
I
the-
want to explain why Reese's sticks are the best candy.
go ahead.
Sticks are literally Kit Kats and Reese's put into one candy.
That
She
they
ain't
are.
wrong.
That they are. And this-
There's actually also another candy a la this same thing where they combined Reese's and Butterfingers and they're called Butterfinger cups. And I don't
you're
even know if
right.
they sell them anymore. I don't even know if they sell them anymore now that Butterfingers is bad. But like those were really good too. But this one's still better
I forgot
because
about
Butterfingers,
that.
Kit Kats, and Reese's are my favorite candies.
I can't believe Butterfinger's your favorite candy. It's like smacking the bee.
I put it in the A.
I know.
I said A. The new one is bad.
Yeah.
The new one I gave a B.
Now, this one is one of my favorite. I actually almost bought these. Once again, I think I did buy them. I think I left a lot of candy in that cart now that I think about it. But well, I should check my bag later on. But anyway, I could have left it in the Uber. Anyways, doesn't matter. Reese's Pieces.
Also an S, put M&Ms to shame.
I agree. I was about to say because like when I realized I didn't know what happened to the Reese's Pieces, I was kind of upset. I'm like, I actually wanted those way over fucking M&Ms. And to be fair, they're more comparable to standard M&Ms, and they trump those like fucking crazy. Like I can't say Trump anymore in this day.
Much.
I said Trump in like the that way, and I'm just like it just made me think of fuck. Anyway, moving on. Moving back, I meant to say. S tier as well, Callie.
Sure.
Are you a fan of Pieces? You didn't mention Pieces at all.
I'm not a huge fan of them. No.
Konaru. I keep forgetting. This is all shit Konaru can eat.
Yeah, I can't comment, so I'm just playing Love Live School Festival.
And I was just like, it's nice you guys can handle peanuts.
I know. This is like.
It's nice y'all's stomach doesn't try to disintegrate itself when you eat a peanut.
To be fair, I've eaten so much sugar right now that my stomach does feel like it's starting to dissolve.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know if you guys have been noticing, especially when we started. I was just downing the Sour Patch Kids are almost gone, and then I was eating gummy bears by like the handfuls. I was eating like 4 or 5 at a time because I was like, oh, gummy bears, and I love Walmart gummy bears. I don't know if you guys ever had this brand. And like, I don't care what anyone says. The Great Value gummy bears are like probably one of my favorite gummy bears of all time, and it's so
I think you
random.
are like 100 years old.
But like Haribos, man.
No, okay, Haribos are amazing too, but you can't buy them in. Okay, the little Haribos are amazing, but you can't buy those.
The Great Value ones. The Great Value gummy bears taste worse than the vitamin gummies that I eat in the morning.
Oh my god! Fuck that! No,
I heard my cat.
No.
Hey.
No. Oh my god! I wish it was on the list. We would be so arguing. This is like fucking. This would be I mean, like a bunch of them. Oh. Anyway, Skittles.
Skittles are like a B. They got a good texture. I like that.
I like Skittles.
I
I'll
like
do
when
it
you
in
eat the
eggs.
sour ones. They cut your tongue.
Okay, now I don't know if this only happened to me, but I had friends this happened to too when I was younger. I've dropped the Skittle on the floor before, on carpet, and it's part of the carpet now. There's literally a Skittle stain on this carpet that I'm in right now.
That's really gross. TMI.
It's
You're not well.
you make it sound like
You're unwell.
I'm like living in like squalor, but no. If you ever drop a Skittle on the
I thought you
floor,
were.
if you ever drop a Skittle on the floor, you better pick
I have
that
dropped
shit
Skittles
up.
on the floor, and I picked it up. Did you just drop a Skittle on the floor and then not pick it up for like a year?
Okay, you make it sound really terrible, but like, have you guys ever?
You're the one with the
Well, let me
Skittles
finish.
in your carpet.
Have you guys
No!
Have you guys ever like thrown candy into his mouth where you're like, oh, stand still, like, you know, with everything. Oh, we have a cat. We win the
You
internet.
have it immediately.
No, we're actual humans.
But like every so often, like it misses, and you try to pick them up, but there's always like gummy bear that you try to throw, and it's like that shit's not coming till we move or something like that, you know. And that's what happens to the Skittles sometimes. And it's happened. Okay, to be fair, it's only happened like 3 times in my entire. That's 3 times though. But it's happened once.
3
here.
times?
That's more than once.
This wasn't an isolated incident?
Okay, this only happened once
You
in my.
didn't learn after the first time?
I was a kid the first 2 times. I was like a young, small child.
Why are you smacking Skittles into the carpet, you monster?
I was
Go buy
stupid.
your mother some paydays.
I know exactly. No joke. I just got the very first
My
one.
mother would have disowned me.
She-
My mother would have literally disowned me if I had done that.
No, like, and like, cause we were dirty, messy kids, like, and we were brats. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Me and my brother and my sister, and I'm the youngest, and we were brats. So I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. But so, we would get other things in the carpet too. You can get that shit out. You can get gum out. You can get whatever the fuck out. But a Skittle, I don't know what the fuck a Skittle is made out of. But when that thing decides, okay, I'm done.
Rainbow.
Like, I know, like, peace out. I'm solidifying. That shit. It's done. It's done.
You're not well. You're not well.
And it gets really hard, so you can't even cut it out of the carpet. It's like you have to just like cut that square of the carpet out. It's like done. But anyway. All that aside, sorry, that was a huge aside. B.
Like a C.
This is one of my favorite drunk candies. Which is exactly how that one ended up stuck on the carpet. Somebody should really take these away from me if I'm drunk, because like that's the stupidest thing to do. Knowing what happens. Okay, what do you say, Callie, about ranking?
About Skittles?
Yeah, sorry, I got a really big aside there. Everyone hates me now.
I love Skittles. They're really good. They get an A from me.
So ABC so far, Konaru.
Skills, give it a C.
So B, I think is the kind of consensus there. Then I think I said
Yeah.
B. Yeah, so B is fine. Like, no joke. I think I don't think I ever eat Skittles on their own, except for like when I was a kid, I guess. But like, it's my drink candy, and I remember like this isn't my story, but I remember we were drinking at a con, and somebody else like drank too much and like vomited, and I just remember hearing from the bathroom like, look at all the colors, and I was like, ew. But anyway, I won't say who to embarrass them, but they're an A to J person. But that's the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Anyway, Smarties, chalk candy.
D. Surprisingly good flavor.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
I give
know.
it a
I don't know. I say C.
C for me.
D.
D.
Ugh.
C.
We'll go with C, not because of me, but I always feel like we never give Callie her breaks whenever, like, you know, we have a tie in these. Even though I'm still winning, but this whatever. I'll give it to Callie. Now, I don't know what's my deal with Snickers. I love Snickers ice cream, and I used to love Snickers themselves, and I still love Snickers almonds. I know what you with the Snickers. But I definitely love Snickers marketing more than I love Snickers themselves.
Snickers get a C for me.
Snickers are a better Milky Way.
Snickers
That's
are a
not
better Milky Way,
saying
but
much.
Twix are a better Snickers.
Twix are a better Snickers.
That's actually
I would give a Snickers like a B. Like, because sometimes, like, they do have, I think they have the dark chocolate ones. And those are good.
I was gonna say, like, for the sake of this, let's not
the
talk
peanuts
variants.
are a little salty, and that's pleasant.
Because I don't feel like we should talk variants here, but yeah, like, I love the almond one, and I'd give the almond one an A, but not. Because also, I think the almond one.
But like the
different
Snickers
formula.
peanut butter squares is a crime.
Shit. We'll give this one a C. Konaru, do you disagree? Do you have an idea on Snickers? We actually didn't go to you at all.
Snickers have nuts in them, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, they
Snickers
do. I
100%.
forgot. So never mind. We'll go C.
Can't really comment.
It's like you die. But that said, I don't
She
know if
looks at them. She's like, "Nope, not those either."
I already said it, but like the Snickers ice cream is amazing. I love Snickers ice cream. Oh god, I love Snickers ice cream. But that's so different. It's like no nougat. You guys ever watch Cabin Fever? The Eli Roth movie?
No, we're not old.
Okay, that's not an old movie. Anyway, there's a line. It starts with them like, you know, they go to like this backwater, like, you know, convenience store, and one of the kids steals a Snickers. Not the kids, one of the teenager assholes, because Eli Roth movies, it's always teenage assholes. Steals a Snickers, and they're like, why would you do this, boy? Like when they catch him, he's like, I don't know, the nougat. So to me, whenever I think of Snickers, I think of that stupid joke about the nougat. About that's why I would steal a Snickers. I actually can't
So
stand
it
nougat.
dawned on me
Yeah.
that neither Almond Joy or Mounds are on this list.
Yes, I hate both of those.
And
though.
what? Why?
Yes. See, that's what I was going to say.
Those are also
Definitely,
good?
we left off enough candies that we could do a whole different one next year, or maybe later on this
And
month.
then we
we'll
could
see.
take the B's and up, and then rank those, and then we could finally have a better.
That's actually a very good idea. That's actually a crazy good idea. See, I like how you think. So, Sour Patch Kids, which
Pay me.
I love Sour Patch Kids. Oh God, you guys ever hold a sour candy, and it's like, even if it's not that sour, and your like mouth starts like twitching, or you get like this little like tingling in the back of your mouth, where you know it's like, ooh, you know, the pain, not the pain. I describe this so terribly when you're like anticipating the sourness. I love that feeling, and I love Sour Patch Kids.
The I know this is going to be sour, and so like your mouth starts watering a little bit.
Yeah, it's prepping.
Even though you know it's not going to be that strong,
Yeah,
even though you know it's not going to last that long, and if anything, it's just going to hurt your tongue. But you're like, and your tongue's like, yeah.
I don't know, guys. This is an A, and also I love gummy candies. I don't know how this list has like no gummy candies on it, really. That's an A rank for me. I wouldn't go so far as S, but that's an A rank for me, dog. How about you guys?
Like a B. There are better sour candies, but these are relatively inoffensive. They have, honestly, they have the same texture as dots.
C from Callie. C is for Callie. But I actually, it's funny because I actually this is a weird thing, kind of like the Quiznos thing with those annoying whatever the fuck they were that were doing that stupid song. I started to hate Sour Patch Kids once they started the new marketing. Well, it's not new anymore. It's like over 10 years old. When they started the marketing with like the actual like Sour Patch Kid that was just being a jerk.
Oh, dude, yes, sometimes they're sour. No, they start off sour, and then they're sweet.
I hate that marketing campaign. That almost made me not like them anymore. But I also remember the very first time I ever heard of them. Once again, I'm not sure when they were invented or like released to the market, so I'm pretty sure I was just late to the game. But I remember like a friend of mine. You ever had Sour Patch Kids? I'm like, no, and only one like local store. Well, like we only knew like 3 stores maybe at that age because it was like elementary or early junior high, and only one store had it. So we had to go to the store to get them, and it was like, oh my god, sour candy that didn't kill us. But also I went to a candy fair. And you could buy just sour salt. I think they still call sour sugar, and you can just buy that. And every so often, like back in the day when I was really still adult, but like get drunk and just like eat some of the sugar, and it's terrible. Don't do that. So, Konaru, what's your thoughts? We have a C, we have a B, and we have an A.
What is it again?
Sour Patch Kids. You're still fucking playing your love life. Anyway.
Yes! All Stars is really freaking good, guys. Go download it. Go illegally download it, because it's not out on EN yet. Sour Patch Kids. I give it a C.
I guess we'll give it a C again, because once again, this time it's not against me, and we haven't really given Callie any of her tiebreakers. And I'll admit, because I shouldn't have brought up the marketing. Kind of like the reverse that would happen with the Payday. Me remembering that fucking kid, the Sour Patch Kid, made me not like it again.
The Sour Patch Kid makes him sound like he's some sort of weird outlaw.
Yeah, I hate him. So anyway,
I'm sick of this guy.
Hate him.
I don't even know. I went to, like I said, I went to a liquor store, and don't ask me why, but the Starbursts were in a glass case. So I asked for them at the front, and not in the glass. I mean, they're like at the register, and they're like, "Which one do you want?" And it was a huge line behind me because I happened to go at when it was like right after school. So it was all these kids trying to buy like their chips and soda, whatever the fuck. So I'm like, I want the pink one, and I just realized it says Fave Reds, and I hope to God, is that actually pink? Is that pink? Because okay, because like for those who don't know, I'm actually fairly colorblind, like legit, and I'm like, it says Fave Reds, but I asked for the pink packaging because it was pink. But anyway,
and that package only has the red ones, which are the good ones.
Exactly. It was funny because I was like, I know you don't want me to say this again, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We used to sell at the store I worked at. We sold Starburst in bulk. And I love them because I would do it too, but everyone would take only the red and the pink ones. And after a while, and we used to have huge tubs of them, especially during Halloween, huge tubs of these bulk candies, and they would be nothing but yellow and orange.
Yellow and orange are my 2 favorite flavors.
The fuck? What the hell? I
like citrus a lot.
Starburst also makes jelly beans, and they are some of the best jelly beans.
That is true as well.
Easter.
That is true as well.
I grew up near the Jelly Belly factory, so I don't know what that means.
You guys
okay, we get it. You're privileged.
Now, I know you don't want to mention the story again, but I want to know a big secret. If you guys ever buy the part, it's actually, once again, it has to do with Party City, but I'll say it anyway. If you guys ever want cheap actual Jelly Belly jelly beans, buy the Party City brand. It is literally rebranded Jelly Bellies. Like, we ordered them from the same.
Nice.
We ordered them from the company. They were shipped through Jelly Belly, from the Jelly Belly factory, and it's literally a rebranding. That happens a lot. But
go back to Party City where you belong.
No joke. God. No joke. They were trying to get me to like work there for Halloween again, and I was like, I was going to. I'm like, it's like one day, and I get my old pay rate, which was pretty good. But I'm like, I don't want to because I just don't want to. I'm not gonna lie, I hate people. I hate customers. People are annoying. You guys ever done retail? Because if you have it, don't. And
I will never.
And now I don't anymore. And it's the greatest thing in the world.
It makes you hate humanity.
A fancy office.
An item doesn't scan, and somehow they think it's free.
Oh my god!
And they all make the same bad joke.
My mom makes that joke every single time, and I'm like, Mom, stop!
Stop!
No! And
you know they've heard it 1,000 times, and they always give such a polite chuckle, and I'm like,
yes!
You have to do that.
Yeah, and I'm like...
Don't encourage
this. Just be like, ma'am, please.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate it. Anyways, that's a story for a whole nother day, but,
That's a different...
That should be a horror story. That should be a horror story episode.
I know.
For Halloween.
I can tell you about the dangers of old women shopping at Victoria's Secret.
Oh my god. Okay.
I tell you about Can I tell you about the grandmas that used to shop at Sears?
Oh my god!
no.
I used to. I have Sears stories, but once again, I used to, hey, that's the topic for the day.
I
Starburst.
actually.
Starburst. I say an A.
I say a B. High chews are better.
That is true, but
I choose.
Oh,
I choose
I
B.
too.
but nobody gives high
Can
shoes
we
out,
replace the soul with high chews?
huh?
Can we replace the soul with high chews?
Yeah.
No, like,
Yeah,
high shoes.
Agreed.
Like high shoes, like unless you like lived in a place, and I always did. Mind you, I had high shoes when I was a kid, even. But unless you lived in a place that like imported them back in the day, I don't think high shoes were available.
Yeah, high
Okay,
chews.
well, we're making an exception here because high chews is still better.
So
High
anyway,
chews beat Starburst.
well, I agree,
that
but
is neither
nobody,
here nor there.
but nobody gives those away anyway.
They do now. You can buy them in bulk at Costco,
Oh really?
individually wrapped.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I'm just gonna buy those and just eat them. Like, don't even unwrap them, start eating them. But
Anyway, as far as the Starburst goes, like a B. Good flavor, good
I still
texture.
say A because okay, I'll say B too because I really don't like some of the flavors, and even like except for this one, I guess that happens to be all the red ones. Because there's legit like I tend to like eat them in a certain order. Usually the bad ones first, so I can just get them out the way. And by bad, I mean the ones I like the least. I can't stand the orange ones. The yellow ones are okay. I think there's a lemon or whatever, but
I think Starburst also had sours that were really good. Those were good.
yeah. So what did you say, Callie? I didn't see your letter. I don't know if you held your letter up.
A.
A? Okay, I say A as well. B. Konaru. I forgot what your letter was. I think you already said it.
I think I said C or D.
Don't say so low! We'll say B.
High chews are better. Okay, that's fine. I really actually don't care much for it, so because I like high chews, so.
But why did you bring up high chews, Janet? I swear now everyone's judging it against high chews, and that's not fair. Okay.
Well, don't yell at Janet for it. Shit.
Don't yell at me for your forgetful mistakes.
Yeah.
Nobody gives high chews for Halloween. Anyway,
Okay, well, doesn't matter.
Tootsie Roll Pops.
Better than Dum Dums.
Oh, no. I was going to say the exact opposite.
Ooh, no, I like. There's Tootsie Roll Pops in my desk at my office
Okay.
right now.
I don't know, but okay. You know what? Let's actually stop for a second and just move to the next one. We'll come back to this one because I what I'm about to say has to deal with the next one. Tootsie Rolls. We'll do that one first.
The flavored ones are better than the chocolate ones.
Well, we're doing just the chocolate because the flavored ones I 100% agree with you, but we have to go with the basic Tootsie Roll, and that's a fucking
Basic
F tier.
ass. That is like a D tier at best. Chocolate shouldn't be chewy.
Callie's like, what the fuck?
I kind of like Tootsie Rolls.
I hate them. Like, honestly,
I like a Tootsie Roll.
that's
I don't
probably
like
my
Tootsie
least.
Rolls either.
That's like probably my least favorite candy. Right down there with the Palmer's chocolate because I know that one so well. I've gotten it so many times, and that was instant trash. Like there was no point in me keeping it around. It was instant trash. So F, C, and what about you, Konaru?
Lowest possible.
F.
Like, whoever is the lowest, yeah.
Because like that honestly feels below even candy corn or
Hey,
fucking circus peanuts.
I said D. I would give
Oh,
it
you
a
did say D? Well, we still both said
Yeah.
we said major F, so that's two major Fs and a D and a B, or C. You said C. Ah, shit, that should
I'm
probably still
gonna
be
go
a D.
B because y'all are being so mean to Tootsie
Okay,
Rolls.
you know what?
I'm in the
I'll put it in a
D.
D, yeah, because I'll admit that average out, that's still more of a D. But my personal opinion is that is fucking Z tier. That's like fucking a letter after Z. That's like Z. I'm so upset. I'm freaking talking like the way everyone else says Z except for the US. But that brings me to the next thing. Now, Tootsie Roll Pops, my problem is they have a Tootsie Roll in the middle. And I actually don't mind the pop part, but I've been
The
that...
pop part is one of the American lollipops, because the best lollipop is a Chupa Chupa. We just don't
Oh, yeah,
sell
but
those
that-
in America. But that aside, the lollipop bit of a Tootsie Pop is some of the best American lollipop you can get.
That I'll
It
admit.
is the best American lollipop.
That I'll admit. I'll totally admit that. But the problem was, I used to love it, then I'd be very careful, like, which I would look at it. I would consciously look at it, because I get scared. And I'm like, I get scared that one lick would be the. And it's funny because that's the whole marketing campaign.
So was
How many licks? Yeah, but that would be me. But it wouldn't be a good thing. It'd be like, oh my god, because I got to it. I licked the Tootsie Roll. I'm like, crash, ruined my experience.
See, on the one hand, chocolate shouldn't be chewy, but on the other hand, the chocolate-flavored Tootsie Pops are delicious.
I'm going to say A still because you can control that.
Yeah, like I think a Tootsie Pop elevates the Tootsie Roll part of it.
See, I don't know about. Well, obviously, Callie loves Tootsie Rolls.
They got
in general.
those silly wrappers.
And
I love it.
I used to judge
I'm
kids.
gonna give a Tootsie Pop like an A.
See, okay, we're all A's so far, but real fast, we'll ask Konaru that even though I think we're all A's. I remember I went trick-or-treating with a friend, or we were just eating the candy afterwards, and I judged my friend so hard when, like, we all did. It wasn't just me. Like, our little friend group judged our one friend. I feel bad because it's like he actually looked kind of embarrassed, but we judged our friend so hard because when he got to the Tootsie Roll Center, he ate it, and we're all like, ew, and we're like fucking, we're like 8, so we were probably mean, but poor kid was like, oh, and he was just like eating his Tootsie Roll, feeling really bad, and he probably remembers that in a negative way, and now I hate myself. Anyway, Konaru, what's your ranking? I'm a monster. Leave me alone.
Why are you so
I thought you were howling for a second. Wait, what happened to my light? It sounded like you were howling though. Like you were like,
I said,
yeah, like you were howling.
I said, A.
Okay, so we're all A's, but
Yeah.
do you guys eat the center of the Tootsie Roll Pop? By the way, I feel that
No,
yes.
I throw it out.
No, I was about to say, like, I feel, I don't know about you guys, but I feel even if I did like Tootsie Rolls, I probably still wouldn't eat it because it's so
No,
like.
I 100% eat it.
I like to crunch into it as soon as possible because like
Oh my
the
God.
mixture
Are
of
you,
the candy
are
and
you
the
that
Tootsie is
owl?
actually very good.
You know they still play that commercial?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
3.
That's me.
They still play that commercial because like last week I was at my nephew's.
It's still valid marketing.
I saw it. I was just like, oh my god, that commercial's still being played. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, so we're towards the end. Twix.
Twix are an S.
IS. Callie.
B.
I was about to say because like you already had your like better Twix argument. So I'm looking over here because you're at, but you had the better Twix argument already.
No, Twix. Twix is better than Snickers. Snickers is better than Milky Way.
That's
a valid statement.
That is a valid statement, but to me they wouldn't be that close to each other to begin with. But I see what you mean.
They're pretty close to each other. I guess maybe I'll go A.
So
A,
we're
low A,
SSA.
high B.
Konaru.
I just don't like Twix.
Really?
I just don't know what it is.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
I
Is
caramel
don't.
it
in
a caramel?
Yeah, because I remember you
I
said
think
earlier you
it's a
don't like
caramel.
But I don't know if you guys ever had the shit. I don't know what they're called, but they're not white chocolate. But there's one that has like a cookie instead of I guess it's still instead of the wafer. It's like an actual cookie. And I think they're peanut butter. Never mind. That's exactly what they are. It has like a cookie and then peanut butter. I know Konaru can't have this at all. So of course you haven't had it. Those are my favorite Twix, the peanut butter Twix.
Of course.
Because not only does
Those
the peanut
sound
butter,
delicious.
because every so often, I don't know if this happens to you. Every so often, I'll get a Twix, especially when they're fun size. I don't know if there's a correlation there. And the caramel will be like crystallized almost, and I hate it. I've never had that with any other caramel in my life or any other like candy, but it happens to me with Twix sometimes. But I'll still say yes. So anyway, sorry, Konaru, what did you say again? I already forgot.
Give it a C.
God damn it, Konaru! Everything's middle of the road for you.
No, actually, no. I give it a D because like I don't know. It's the caramel. I think it's just doesn't sit well with me.
I'll give that one a B because Callie did say a low A, a high B, and we both said S.
That's fair.
God damn you guys!
I just really don't care for it, so can't give like a good opinion.
Okay. Fucking hell, I hate you. Now you guys better not get stupid
we're
on
almost
this
done.
one.
Please, we're almost.
We are.
We're so close.
Don't get stupid on this one, Twizzlers.
Those are B.
Because some people hate them, and I love them because they're fucking S tier.
Okay, so I will put it like this. A regular Twizzler is not better than a regular Red Vine, but the Twizzler variants are superior in every way.
Like
the pull and peels,
yes!
the different flavors, the minis. God, like the pull and peels are so good.
No, like, oh god.
I
actually was trying to buy Twizzlers today, but like you cannot, at least the Walmart I went to, you cannot buy Twizzlers in a smaller package that weren't sugar free, or I'm like, what? There were they were sugar free, yeah. And I've had those before. I'm like, they taste so different. I need fucking like pounds of like corn starch. What the fuck they call it, corn syrup? Because nobody ever puts sugar in there anymore. But anyway, high fructose corn syrup. That's what I'm gonna say. But so I say, what's your ranking, Janet? I didn't even hear.
Like a B?
Shit, man.
I'm like a
We're like a B
like
and an F and an S.
there.
Like that's literally as disparate as like a B. Konaru.
I actually don't like Twizzlers like at all, so I give it an F.
My God, guys. Now I'll admit.
Like, I'm not gonna fight on Twizzlers.
Yeah, I'll admit because like that seems to be the consensus. Like similar to the Butterfinger thing I mentioned earlier, Twizzlers were also one of our least selling candies at that store, and we actually, for the exact same thing, we stopped selling them because nobody bought them. And
so I feel kind of bad because like I don't like. I will eat a Twizzler if it's the only sugar in sight and I'm really craving Twizzlers, but I hate them because I hate all the candies that my mom likes.
Oh.
Because she'll bring them on car rides and she'll eat them and it stinks up the whole car and it makes me really nauseous.
Ew. By the way, that reminds me, one time I did a Bean Boozled challenge in a car with some friends driving from San Diego to LA. And that car smelled terrible. Because like we were all just like closed up.
You made a mistake.
Yeah, and like of course we were eating dog food and like, you know, whatever the fuck the other nasty flavors are. And like some of them just smelled really, and you can smell it. And after a while, the car was like, it's like everyone stop breathing when you're eating. Stop.
But you're like, no, I want the flavor to go away faster.
It's terrible, though. Anyways, that reminded me of that. Well, anyways, I already put it in D because fucking hell, you guys suck. And I still feel that even though Janet, I think, said C or D, whatever. Did you say C? I don't remember. But, or did you say D? But I said S. That's definitely, like, right up there. You guys suck.
Nah, I think you just suck.
No, my cat says you suck, and I mean...
Don't get me wrong, I love Red Vines more than Twizzlers as well, but nobody gives Red Vines for, like, Halloween, so that doesn't really get ranked at all.
They don't sell them in like the individually wrapped fun size. They only sell in the 5-gallon tub.
Yeah, I'll admit too, like when I was a kid too, like very like sketch like, there'd be people handing out like getting handfuls from the tub and putting them in your bag. That happened to me more than once. I don't know if that was normal, like to other people.
That sounds illegal.
Yeah, it's like they just open the tub and just start handing you handfuls of not even like put them in a baggie individually, but just like, here you go.
They're just loose in your bag, gathering that pixie stick dust.
I'm not gonna lie. If I think, to be fair, it's only happened once, I think, at all. So I should say I would do this. I say that I have done it. Like when I see them with the jar or like the tub, I'll just take them and eat them then because I love Red Vines. I did that one time, but I got them more than once. But once they're in my bag, I'm like you said, pixie dust, touching the other candy. I'm like, nah, they're trash now. But Warheads. Now,
I like them less than Sour Patch Kids.
I don't like them at all.
My mouth, and I actually bought Warheads for this, but I am not doing. I bought the exact pack I have in that picture. Funny enough, but just thinking about that, I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that to myself.
They're like a D.
They have so many fond memories of like dares and bullshit like that in elementary school.
But yeah, like all the fond memories are daring people to eat warheads. Not, I like a warhead.
Exactly.
Nobody's eating a warhead because they like a warhead.
I was saying, like, now that I have these in my hand, I'm like, I'm never gonna eat these. I'm gonna take them to a con and then make someone else eat them, or someone else is gonna make me eat them.
You gotta get him. You gotta get him a little drunk and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
Yeah, exactly. I got some more heads, and then we all take them. But nobody's gonna do that for fun. So I don't even know why I put it on the list because it is in the top, like whatever the fuck. But I don't know, Callie.
Well, it's because they're cheap and individually wrapped.
Yeah, even this package is individually wrapped, or at least they all have to be. Callie,
Nah.
They're like a D. Put them in the D where they belong. D for dumb candy.
I put them in D2 because they're definitely better than candy corn or whatever the fuck.
Like once the sour goes away, you have kind of just like a sweet hard candy, and it's not bad.
I stopped looking at the chat, and then Leslie comes in. She says, "I say B," but I have no idea what she's talking about.
Well,
I don't know why.
I appreciate and respect her opinion to whatever it was.
I have no idea why I find that so funny. I think she was talking about Twizzlers because I was keeping a side eye on the chat, and we argued about Twizzlers for so long. It had to have been Twizzlers because it was recent enough. But let's see. She said B. Now the last one is actually, I'll be honest with you guys, I was confusing it for Milk Duds earlier, so I almost feel like I gave Milk Duds a disservice. I'm not gonna lie, I really was. So I still think Milk Duds is fine because you guys raised it. I wouldn't give it more than a B. But now that I fully wrapped my head around what I was saying earlier, I fucked up. Sorry guys. Whoppers is the last one.
Whoppers are an S.
What?
Whoppers are bad.
Whoppers are good.
Whoppers
I love
are
malted
F.
milk balls.
No, Whoppers are F.
Whoppers
Thank
are
you.
good. Whoppers are good.
Did I stick to your
Oh,
team?
Whoppers are D.
A D?
I love.
I don't know
I
which direction
love
I'm in.
malted milk
Yeah.
balls. I bought. You know what? You know how much I love Whoppers? I was at a chocolate show and I spent a lot of money on a chocolate bar that tasted like Whoppers.
That sounds disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I almost feel like I should be like, I'm sorry.
Like the guy was like, "This one tastes like Whoppers," and I'm like, "Sign me up! I will take 4 samples and a bar." And he's like, "Hell yeah!"
Oh my
It was like a $9 chocolate bar. It was not cheap.
So what do you think?
That's my thing. I either buy like the garbage of the garbage candies, or I buy like really expensive ones. There's no middle ground.
And also, before Whoppers is another old person candy. Like I remember, like my aunt, who's actually my great aunt. She's like she's fairly older than my parents, and well, because obviously my parents. I don't know why I said it like that, but she would have Whoppers in her place all the time, and that was like one of the candies she would give us to like appease us. You know, like when we were like I want some candy. It's like, here's some Whoppers. I'm like, oh god, I don't want candy anymore. And that
Real
was
quick, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
okay. So I guess we'll argue. Well, since it's the last
Whoppers
one,
are S. Whoppers are S.
I still say Whoppers are F. But anyway, there's still Konaru like in the background there. Hi, Konaru. She didn't even block her camera. But okay. It's funny because one of the things that you guys put, and well, I mean, Janet put, was when you get something that isn't candy, and like you get that asshole person that gives you a toothbrush or something like that.
Okay. So, to be fair, there are 2 camps on the not candy. There are the people that understand that there are kids that probably just can't have candy, and they still want to go out and trick or treat. Like, my friend's kid cannot have, like, 90% of the candy, and it makes him very sad. So it is nice that he's getting, like, a cool yo-yo, or some fake spiders, and a top or something. But then there are the people that are giving you toothbrushes. And one time I got a bottle of water.
That sounds fine. I remember you said that. Like, what?
And then there was a realtor in my neighborhood who gave out full-size cans of Coke. Oh, there's my cat. Full-size cans of Coke with, like, a sticker business card stuck to the side of them.
What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie. I would love the can of Coke. You know, I'd be like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, I'm thirsty. Like,
Yeah.
I trick-or-treated in the desert for the last few years. I trick-or-treated. That bottle of water was great. It's like, hey kids, water? Yeah. I'm
Did
so
you ever get anything
thirsty.
stupid that wasn't candy, Callie?
I got only once. I got floss.
Yeah, see, like
That's a crime.
I've gotten toothbrush sets like that had floss. I don't think I've ever gotten a floss by itself. I've gotten a toothbrush like at least like 5 or 6 times. I've gotten it twice in 1 year. Toothbrushes, and I think if I'm not mistaken, that was the year I also got the floss set because it came with like a toothbrush, a floss, and whatever the fuck. It was like a 3-piece set, and there was the year somebody gave me a solo toothbrush. Fun fact: that's also unhygienic because I don't know about you guys, like every so often I think they actually, except for that time, I also got the floss because it was like in a Ziploc case that was prepackaged.
Yeah, they just handed out loose toothbrushes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
like, we're not supposed
And then
to.
it's getting the pixie stick dust. Yeah.
Exactly. He gets the pixie stick dust and like the spare red vines, and there's a toothbrush.
Pixie sticks are automatic.
So
You missed it.
So I
Huh? Go ahead.
I don't know if you saw it a couple years ago, but there was a pair of tweets, and one was giving out Costco rotisserie chickens for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
And then sometime later, someone was like, "Who the fuck gave my little brother a chicken?"
That would melt all the chocolate and like it would make such a mess. First of all,
No, it's got its own handle. You don't put that in your trick or treat bag.
I even as a kid, I would know like fuck. This kind of ends my night. I have to like run home to put this chicken, either eat it on the street or like take it home and
just a bunch of little kids sitting on the curb eating chicken, going, "I guess this is fine."
I probably would, because and also like you could tell like unless like those are sealed, they have like a little sticker on there and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like I would fucking eat that, and like I would probably eat it on the street. Not if that really were me. Even as a kid, I'm like, hey guys, want to take a chill for a minute, eat some chicken. But then I was also an asshole because I probably would have left my trash there. So like that would be terrible. But Konaru,
What about those people that? Oh, we were talking about like non-candy.
What about those people
What
that
about
were?
the people that give out pennies?
No, I've never gotten pennies, but I have gotten like quarters and like change. Once I think I did get $1, but like from a different person. But I've gotten change multiple times as well. I mean,
it is cheaper to buy the candy at that point.
Because I'm like, there's no way if you're giving like quarters, or even if you give out $1. But then again, the place I got $1 from was in that nice area. I mentioned this in the past podcast where we knew where to go to get like chocolate bars. Yes, go ahead.
So on that note, I always did UNICEF.
Yeah.
On Halloween. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Where you could collect money for UNICEF, yeah.
Yeah. So in where I lived, like all of the families, they didn't give out money, but they would have a thing of quarters and stuff there because all the kids did UNICEF.
Oh, see, I never.
Why does your neighborhood hate candy?
Yeah, Wait, did you say?
They had
is it because you
too.
live by Jelly Belly?
Yeah.
Not that close to Jelly Belly, but like the school trips were always to Jelly Belly and Mrs. Grossman's Sticker Factory.
That's a funny area to live in. That's cool. But
I think they're actually closer to Sacramento, but we drove out there.
But Konaru, we were saying, the thing we're talking about actually was giving out non-candy, and when you walked in, we were talking about. Go ahead, tell your story first.
Someone gave me $5 once.
No,
nice. That's a score.
That was the score. That was the only year I got $5.
Have you ever got toothbrushes?
Yes, I have.
Fun question. I mean, not fun fact. Quick question: was the toothbrush like in a package?
Yes.
Okay.
I assumed I would be safe.
Manuel out here getting loose toothbrushes and loose Twizzlers.
I got loose toothbrushes a lot. Actually, like I was saying earlier, like I've gotten about 5 or 6 toothbrushes in my like life. Well, not in my life because I haven't trick or treated in ages, obviously. But well, I should say obviously. I did trick or treat sometime in my adult life with like my nephews and nieces, and of course it's candies for me. But I'm like, it's for them, just to get them more candies to have a good time. Like, yeah, this is for me. But
yeah.
But it only happened when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, except for one time that it was like a prepackaged like thing with floss and whatever, all the other times they were just loose bulk toothbrushes. Like probably the kind you get at a dollar store for like you get like 10 for $1. They probably had even a bigger pack back then, I'm sure. and they would just give out those. And I'm like, yeah, we can't eat the open candy, but I'm supposed to put this in my mouth and like scrub my teeth with it, with the covered in pixie dust and whatever else.
Just rub that pixie stick dust right in.
Get it in those gums, like instant gingivitis or whatever the fuck. That's terrible. I'm gonna stop. My teeth are gonna fall out. Anyway,
Whoppers.
Oh, I forgot. That's what we were on.
Whoppers are really good.
Whoppers are really good. They are like an S.
Konaru,
Yeah,
right?
they're S.
They're an S.
S.
Callie, you said D, right? I forgot. You said F.
D.
Okay, well, we got
To me,
S.
F is uneatable. D is like if I have to. C is like.
Just to be kind of fair, once again, I think because this was the one I said wrong, we'll put it with the B because it goes with Milk Duds. I think we had a
I
very
guess that's fair.
and we had a very similar ranking to that as well. In terms of split up, and this is our
But to
list.
be fair, you thought wrong. You would have put Milk Duds higher.
It's funny that now that I think about it, I think Milk Duds might have. No, like I said, I don't know if that would have affected our ranking because we kind of did an average, I think, so maybe it should have been an A. Oops. I'll watch the tape back and we'll switch it if we ever do that, the semifinals or whatever the fuck. I'll watch it back because now that I think about it, I think that was the one I averaged out, and I think that or one of the ones I did it multiple times, and I think that that my grade might have been a B, but because it was higher, I think it would have raised it to an A. Oops. I'll go back. Don't worry. But other than that, unlike our fast food tier list, there's no errata because we did the fast food one. We like fixed a few things because like we argued a lot more on that one. Funny enough, like I feel even though we did argue a lot here, I think we were all very willing to work with each other. For some reason, when we did the fast food one, we were just very much like, no.
Oh, what's that? You want me to trash this list? I would, but I want to go to sleep.
I know, because we really
I have
can.
to go to work.
Because we fucking
That's
have
good
we have
for-
Twizzlers at D, and that's fucking annoying. But so let's start wrapping.
It's where they belong.
Let's wrap this up. That's our list. Even though there's things I don't like, I'm pretty sure we'll all agree it's actually not a bad list. It looks good. It looks fine. I have my qualms about Twizzlers. To be honest, it's only the Twizzlers. Twix, it's still a B. I would have put that in S, but other than that, I'm fine. Janet, are you fine? Except for Milk Duds.
Yeah, Milk Duds and Whopper should be super
I know.
S. But it's fine. I understand that that's me, not necessarily the American
But see,
consumer.
At least you're still on B, which is why I'm fine with Twix. But like fucking, how did Twizzlers, like my ultimate all-time favorite, Twizzlers is so low.
Sorry, you like
Twizzlers are
burnt.
bad. Sorry.
My God, that hurts. Callie, the list looks fine. I think it looks fine to me. It looks fine to you.
I'll assume it looks fine, but I can't see it.
Oh yeah, your internet's all wonky anyway. You actually came back a lot better. Like you stopped chugging along. I don't know if we sound better to you, but you stopped chugging once you came back.
Yeah, well, I stopped watching the Twitch streams. Maybe that's it.
Oh, that's probably it. You have like 5 millibytes.
It was bad before I had the Twitch stream open though too. I don't know what happened.
You have like 5 millibytes
my
a second.
Twitch stream is like not updating at all.
It's updating. See, like it updated for me. It's still updating because I can see the completed list.
I have to refresh to look at this list.
I
and determine
surprisingly,
if I'm angry.
it's. I don't know if it's that inconsistent for everyone else, but I surprisingly haven't refreshed it like in an hour, and it's been fine. But I can't see if we're moving though because we're too small on my little phone. But Konaru, look fine to you. You're still fucking playing Love Live.
I agree. No, I'm not actually. I was actually responding to my boyfriend. He was wondering if I was done with the podcast yet.
Well, we are done. We're going to just wrap this up now. So I didn't mean to go this long. I thought to be a cool 90 minutes. I think because we just had the funny stories to tell in between. But that's our list. Check it twice and be naughty or nice or whatever the heck Santa Claus says. And
It's
Direct
too early
all
for
hate
that
mail
bullcrap.
right to Manuel.
yes. Shout out. Oh wait, if you're watching on YouTube, smash that like button. subscribe and share and no, real talk, if you're watching on YouTube, comment, because I noticed that we have like crazy watch time on some of these podcasts recently. And I'm like, some people, like, y'all are out here watching the whole thing, but who watches a 2-hour podcast and doesn't say anything when they're done? I don't know, maybe you just wanted this background music. Maybe you fell asleep and YouTube recommended it and you just, like, woke up and it was, you never saw it. But,
You woke up and you two are like, why are Twizzlers in D?
I know. But anyways, comment. I do show everyone in A to J every comment we ever get. Janet can attest to this. I live for comments. Konaru sees it. Anyway,
I'm gonna write so many comments.
I know, just comment all over the place. Shout out to Ed and Kenneth, the current patrons. If you want to support us anyway, patreon.com/A to J Connections. Links to everything below. Links to all these people's good things. Callie has a lovely YouTube channel. She didn't mention it all. You plugged the shit out of it last time.
Yeah, right after the introductions to the beginning, I was like, I should have mentioned it.
Yeah, she has an awesome YouTube channel, Double Dorks DIY. She did. You did a video where you like built. You didn't build. You recreated your mom's cheerleading drill team outfit. That was actually a really fun video. I actually liked that video. Everyone should check that one out.
Oh, thank you for actually liking my video.
Yeah, see, I actually did. I didn't comment. It's funny. I had the huge talk about commenting after watching it. And your video wasn't that long though, but I didn't comment. But I did watch it. I liked it. Like, I actually like. That did sound terrible the way I said it, but I really did. I actually legitimately enjoyed it. I'm not just saying that to plug it. It was
a funny video. My mom's a funny gal.
Dude, okay, I'm sorry to drag this out. Nobody else will get this reference, but like when your mom picks up the yearbook and she's like, "There's a lot of dead people in here," and I was like, "Oh my god!" and then she's all like, "What?"
She's looking at her. She's like, "There's a lot of dead people in here."
She's like, when you get to be an
My
age.
was so wild.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe she said that.
Right after that, she explains that well, you know, when you go to your high school reunion, you look around, and you're like, wow, these are all really nice people because the drug addicts are in jail and the pedophiles are dead.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I mean, I guess she's not wrong.
Exactly. I mean,
Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
that's what happens when it's 50 years after you were in college.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Or not college, high school.
Yeah, like that's crazy. So watch that video. I'll have links to that video too. I'll have links to the channel and all of our other stuff. Double Dorks DIY. Hopefully we'll talk about it later. But I'm curious if that video got any traction after the fact. And on that note, next week we'll be live on Tuesday again, 7 p.m. right here. Leslie, who said it was a B, even though we don't know what she was talking about, she's gonna be on with Warren, and we're gonna be talking internet spoops. Mainly, we're gonna talk about the deep web. Oh yeah, so Konaru, get ready. We're gonna talk about some deep web shit and and we're gonna
shit here.
I'm gonna try to put together. I'm not gonna actually buy it. I'm not gonna like get my credit card stolen. But I'm trying to put together a deep web mystery box and like do all that bullshit.
No, that's bullcrap. Don't do that. I'm against this.
I watched a deep web mystery box video and it made me anxious.
No, like
It made me so anxious.
I'm gonna find one and we'll react. I'll find one to react to, and we'll have a good time. And then I also found some creepy stuff on the internet to like interact with. Like there's Ouija boards and other stuff you can interact with online. And that's gonna be a fun podcast. It's gonna be really random. Like I literally just make a list of things to do, and we'll see what we have time for. So tune into that one next Tuesday. Literally, it's internet spoops or something like that. We're not gonna go to the deep web and do anything crazy because I don't want to like get like my not even so much I get the FBI, more like I don't want to get a virus and like kill my computer like while we're live. But
That would
anyways,
be so funny and so spooky, though.
My computer's dead. That's spooky, guys. I broke my computer. It cost $1,000+. Look how scary this is. It's scary that I can't pay my bills this month now. But anyway, that actually is scary.
I mean, it is.
Yes, it actually is scary. But anyways, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Callie, again for coming on again. Thanks, Janet, for coming on again. As I mentioned in the previous ones we did, I like these Halloween ones to be like, hey, let's bring a bunch of people back from the year. And it's such a random time to do it. You think you do it at the end of the year, but no, let's do it on Halloween. But with those stupid goth kids who do shit like that. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. We'll have all that links below. And everyone watching, thank you for watching. If you're watching YouTube, comment please. subscribe, smash a like. And that's our show. Thank you for watching. Let us know what you think about our tiers. Yell at us, and somebody fucking defend Twizzlers for me. Thank you. Good night.